So our camera fell and broke, so it's been a little while since we've done a decent video because we had to send it in for repair, and it actually took them forever to fix it, but a whole new lens on this thing. Psyched that it's fixed, and now we can finally show you what our progress has been since our last video. You can see that we have actually finished all of our framing of the walls inside. We finished the sheathing outside, and we started framing the roof. Take you on a quick little tour of what's been done in here. There's our big window, southern exposure. This is our kitchen. We got some plywood on the wall there to reinforce the structure. You know, that plywood serving as bracing as an interior wall. That's also gonna be the wall that we mount cabinets to. So pretty much that entire wall will be covered with either cabinets or backsplash, tile, and whatnot. So it doesn't really matter that it's not drywall. You won't even notice. We've got the bathroom framed out, bedroom with 2 closets, one on each side. And then we framed the center section of the roof, which is rafters above these ceiling joists. And then you can see here we've got our first truss in place. And so we're building scissor trusses right now. They're just gonna go over the master bedroom here. Well, it's the only bedroom, but so this bedroom section will have a vaulted ceiling. That's a 612 at the top and a 312 for the vault. This outer room here as well, this is the main room. You can see as you come out from underneath these ceiling joists, the rest of this will all be scissor trusses, just like what I just showed you there. We still need to also finish up the rafters. We basically just have the rafters in place with one bracing board up there right now. And so we got a lot more to do on that. We've been really working hard trying to get these trusses going since we're building them ourselves. And we built the first one like totally perfect dimensions. I mean, it was 100% perfect. But when we lined it up and matched it up, we put it up next to our rafters on each side, and our truss was a 1/2 inch higher. So I guess, you know, based on the rafters, because when you're nailing those up, there's room for some play as you nail all that together and you're leveling off your the beam up there. You know, when you're getting that ridge beam leveled off and everything, there can be a slight little variation then in terms of what your plan stated for and what you end up with. And so we were off by 1/2 inch each side, basically meaning that the peak of our rafters, you know, which you can't really see the peak there, but it's the peak above the ridge beam. So if you drew that line, you know, on up, basically. So what ended up happening then is our rafters, the peak of that roof is actually a 1/2 inch shorter on each side at the peak than our trusses. And so what we're having to do then is actually modify our truss dimensions just slightly to bring that down. And what we did on this first one that we already had built is we just kind of shaved off the correct angle on those 2x6s. So we just shaved them down so that a 1/2 inch, we brought that down just a bit. But we're trying to build the rest of the roof trusses to match perfectly then with what we have in terms of the rafters. Of course, one of the big problems that we've had on this whole project is you know, supply. It's been really hard to get all the materials that we need, especially in a timely manner. Sometimes you gotta improvise, sometimes you gotta make do with what you got, and so in order to manufacture these trusses, we need these metal plates, and so we can't get big enough plates, so we're using the smaller plates, and we're welding a couple of the smaller plates together to make a bigger plate that we need. It's a lot of plates to weld. In total, every single one of these trusses has, I believe, 16 plates on it, eight per side. But you see here in this center section, we need a pretty good sized plate to cover all that wood. You can use a pretty small plate there. And I'll show you what we've done. A lot to weld. We literally have, so 8 times 15 trusses, so that's a lot of welding. The bigger one goes there. So the smaller one goes up top. Yeah, turn it like that. And then so that's, one goes here? Yeah, one goes there, and we've been putting them on like this, sort of like that, something along those lines. So try to get as much coverage as you can on each one. You got one of the big ones for there. So then one of the bigger plates that we welded together then goes on here, something like that. And the one over here. Basically so you can get an idea how this is working. And then a longer one goes over there. One of the 7-inch plates goes there. So basically we're gonna nail these on and then we flip it over and we nail the other side. And believe it or not, surprisingly strong trusses. So I'm gonna mark all this off and measure it out so that this will be our new template. But then before we commit to that, we're gonna go test this one up. After we nail it together, we'll go put it up and see if it actually fits as we expect it to. All right, we're whipping through this now that we've got some templates to work from. Brody's eating snacks instead of cutting, but he just cut some of the blocks that go on these trusses. He's already cut all these, all the angles for the top cord of the truss, getting those angles cut. And then I'm marking out with the template over here. Had to cut the bottom section of it, cut out that bird's mouth. We're about halfway through. We got a whole bunch of trusses. Well, no, we just have the top cords. But these are all set, all ready to go. Got a bunch of our plates. Cardi's over here still welding away. How many more plates you welded?
A lot.
A lot?
This ammo box is where all the welded ones are.
Yeah. Dang, look at that. That's completely filled with welded plates. Nice, guys.
Oh my god! I'm gonna go get my shooting earplugs.
This isn't going up level, Brody.
Well, you cut way too much off.
Yeah. Maybe it's best to use this table saw and just take like the blade size off.
No, I mean this is like going in crooked. Oh, I don't think the rafter's in the right spot on the outer edge here. On that side.
Oh no. It's gonna look pretty cool with these vaulted ceilings in here though.
Yeah.
We have so much more to do because we gotta build some kind of wall here that the drywall can come up on.
It's still not. I don't know what the problem is.
Where's the red level?
Is it raining?
Friggin' heck, one cloud right above us.
Maybe it'll go away.
Dang it.
It figures. So I don't know. I don't know why this is not.
Is it level or no?
No. We got to keep it in on the marks there though. That should be every 16. So that this thing is still just going in like crooked. I don't know if the board's warped.
It's going like this.
Yeah, but the top is still flush up there.
Well, that's freaking weird. Alright, well, I'm gonna hold this.
I gotta shave a little bit more.
Like, ow! A cool droplet, like, oh! It, like, actually hurts. It does not hurt. No, like, some of the droplets, they hit you and you're like, ugh. These droplets? Yeah. Baby. Like, when they're colder and you're, like, all hot.
Does it hurt? It just gives
One
you a...
droplet on the back of your neck, you're like, ah. It's like jumping in the river for the first time. Yeah, it's like it's every little, it's like one droplet on one part of your skin, just like gets cold.
Let me get up there, nail this and the other end in there though before it goes. All right. Okay.
I'll hold it.
Let me nail the other side.
Just imagine.
I did see a video where it was windy and rainy,
roof comes down in the middle of the night,
and this giant house that was framed just fell over.
I saw that.
Just completely collapsed.
I never saw Larry Hahn have a problem with his tool belt getting hung up.
Yes, but later on was a few belt sizes smaller.
With the circular saw with one hand.
Dad, come on, talk while you work.
Holy cow, Larry Hahn is a beast. That was so tiring.
Dad was crying.
Well, hopefully
I was
Larry Hahn
crying,
is in heaven
literally.
so you can meet him.
Yeah, hopefully he's in heaven. We gotta tell him, you know, Larry, we watched all your
We
videos.
watched all of your videos. We
And
are
it still
huge.
was hard to build a cabin. You missed it?
Larry didn't tell me the right way to do it.
Larry Hahn is definitely better at pulling out nails.
Dad, your windows are down in your Jeep.
I don't care about the Jeep. Mother
Dad,
frickin'
nail it in.
I think it's bending. missing the blocking. Yay!
This is a very difficult way to nail.
Yeah, you have to come and hit it from over there. I think those clouds are what's
Well, that sucks. I really didn't want that to get wet.
well, we can get a touch with.
Well, what do you wet? Well,